Well, as you all may or may not know, I work part-time back here in the camera donation department of the FPP, opening up boxes and sorting them out for school donations and various other uses. And we receive a very generous donation from the Gossert family in honor of their son Andrew. Ed and Valerie Gossert gave, wow, I can't even imagine. It was 3 boxes full of cameras and camera bags and camera accessories that come in very handy for our camera donation program. We want to make this dedication to Andrew and his mother and father, Ed and Valerie, and thank you all very much for your generous donations.
How old is old enough for the Kodak Instamatic X15F camera?
In a few moments, we have Big Ben bringing out the old year and bringing in the new.
The X15F camera is the most inexpensive Kodak camera you can give.
The end of broadcasting for Thursday, the end of broadcasting for 1970, and the beginning for 1971. The time now is
Kodak.
The time now is
Kodak.
The time now is A Happy New Year to you all. A Happy New Year to you all.
Greetings, everyone.
All this is caused by UFOs.
Greetings, Earthlings.
Yes, this is
Very energetic
our January
entry.
1st podcast, year 2024.
First of the year. Get that gun shot
John
off.
John's here.
Hey.
Hi, John.
Hey.
Mark Dalzell's here.
Also, hey.
Hey. John just blew my mind. He just told me that he listens to podcasts and that he listens to them at like 1.25 speed.
Right, 1.25 speeds.
That means like,
Oh man, it blows my mind. It's like you're cheating time.
I am.
You're compressing it.
I'm not the only one, I'm sure of it.
no. So by doing that, you're compressing the show so that we talk faster. But
Slightly faster, only a quarter faster.
so that's why, because John said, "Oh, hey, I just happened to listen to our last broadcast, and that was 59 minutes." John's like, "Oh no, it was 45." Then it came out, then it was revealed
Yeah.
That I'm cheating.
that he's cheating time.
I have a time traveling machine.
So we've decided we're going to do this whole episode at half speed, so that
Even if you do that, it will
go by the Google.
Hey, we have an exciting new year.
Woohoo!
Yeah, at the end of this year, it'll be our 15th year.
Well, don't get ahead of yourself.
You haven't even got your foot over the crack of the new year, and you're looking at the end already.
This is our 15th year.
It's like a little kid. How old are you?
Entering-
I'm going to be 5. Well, I know, but
in
right now you're 14.
In 3 years.
You're going to be 15.
We're entering our 15th year.
Yeah, it's amazing.
It's officially the 15th year.
You know, when we had that get-together in Finlay, you were there, Mark D was there, everyone was there, Dane was there.
And you were there.
And we had that cake. Remember that Kodak cake?
Yeah.
Cake? Remember that Kodak cake?
Yeah.
That was our 5th birthday. Can you believe what? It's like, what? It's like, what? That was
ridiculous.
5th year.
That was 10 years ago, huh?
Holy smokes. Here's a kind of letter that
That
ties
was a
in
good cake.
from Alan Cohen.
Alan says it's
Always a good day when another podcast episode drops. Lately, I have been going on photo walks in my humble hometown, population 53,000 people. Although my passion is large format, I am finding some surprising photographs close to home with 35mm and medium format cameras. I need to go back with my 4x5 so I can get more satisfying images. Which brings me to my next point.
It's about time. No. Photo walks are good for me because they get me to exercise my muscles, both creative and physical. Yeah, I didn't think about the creative muscles you exercise when
That's
you
right.
walk in. Before the pandemic turned things upside down, the FPP used to sponsor photo walks in the New York area and Ohio.
Yeah.
They were before I became aware of the FPP, but it appears they were well attended. They were, right? It was always
Yeah.
a good time.
Thousands.
Yes, hundreds of thousands.
Always a good time.
Now that the world is a safer place, is there any interest in resuming them? Spring is just around the corner, even if that corner is far down the block. Alan Cohen.
Well, it ties into, this would be a good year to do something. It is our 15th year and a time to celebrate. So
Yes.
I was thinking of something. He doesn't say where he's from, does he? No.
No. Well, wherever he's from, it has a population of 53,000 people. So
that a
let's,
lot?
That narrows it down.
let's try and figure that out.
He's from Allentown.
So I'm thinking that we're going to do something in...
His name is Alan. That's why it's funny.
Oh,
I think that
from
maybe
Cohentown.
in early April, for the past 2 years, we've been in Cleveland. And last year was spectacular because Trev Lee from thedarkroom.com came and he organized a Beers and Camera. So we did a podcast, we did Beers and Camera
cameras.
at night.
Then we did a walk.
Then we did a
next day.
photo walk the next morning, starting off at the Etta coffee shop in Cleveland.
Yeah, delish.
And
You had a great sandwich there, if I can.
it was the
if I can
best.
remember.
It was the next to the sandwiches I've been having the past few weeks that John has brought me, which is a bacon, egg, and cheese on a everything bagel.
No cheese.
Oh, that's right, no cheese.
No cheese.
Matter of fact, I specifically say to John in
You
text,
do.
I said, no cheese. I said, the guy's going to try to sell you on the cheese. Tell him no way.
Tell him no go.
you ketchup?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I put it on myself, though.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah. So I went to Etta Coffee Shop in last April for this photo walk, and I ordered a sandwich expecting nothing, and it was the most delicious, I'd say, outside of New Jersey sandwich I've ever had.
Okay.
It was great. So I'm thinking we're going to have something in Cleveland in April.
At the Etta coffee shop.
Yes. And then maybe towards the end of closer to our actual birthday, which is in October 2024, maybe something in Ohio again. Maybe in Findlay.
We're doing coast to coast, slightly eastern Ohio to slightly western Ohio.
To the coast of Ohio. Border to border.
It's not out of the question for us to do like a...
Well, what, the last photo walk we had in New York, remember that? It was frickin' raining. It was pretty miserable.
Oh, that was the PDN Photo Expo.
That was miserable.
That was part of that.
High Line.
But we did the Lomo walk one time. We did the walk
that
to
was
Impossible.
long ago.
Yes.
Yeah.
When was that walk on the High Line? That soaking...
2019.
Really?
Pre-pandemic. Myself, John Fideli, and Matt Marash toughed that one out.
We did.
I have millimeter footage I shot of that.
All right.
Yeah. So on this show,
What show?
we're going to be talking about a lot of fun stuff. We're going to be talking about, it's January, and not that, I noticed that, when we do the shows, when it's myself, John Fideli, Mark Dalzell, I noticed that we tend to have, they're Hallmarky shows.
What do you mean?
We do Hallmark shows, like we do it.
We learned the meaning of Christmas.
Yeah, we do Christmas show, we do a New Year's show, we do a
Thanksgiving.
we do Thanksgiving, we do Valentine's Day, St. Patrick's Day.
Okay.
You notice that?
Arbor Day.
I didn't. Not until just now. Arbor Day.
So, so this is going to be a Hallmark year.
Okay.
So
So that means we're only going to release podcasts on major holidays.
We're like the Holiday Inn of
right.
the movie, not the motel chain.
Like today, I'm going to be talking about 126 Instamatic cameras very
love
briefly.
these things.
Love them, I do. But it's 126. 1 January 26. Get it?
Yeah, it's great.
Time to wake this show up. Happy New Year's, John. This is your buddy.
Yeah, so look in the newsletter. We're going to be doing
There's
like
a bunch of those coming up this month, aren't there?
110,
Yeah.
126.
120.
Oh my God, 120.
I mean, obviously 120.
120, 121, whatever it
118.
takes.
220.
101.
Oh my God.
Today could be the 101 day, the big giant rolls.
We could have had like a dozen podcasts this month. So 126, look in the newsletter. I've been like thrifting these Kodak Instamatic X15 cameras, but I'm going to save it for the show. I'll talk about it a little bit.
Why just the Kodak?
This is
though?
the show.
I'll tell you why.
What about the Minoltas?
Oh, I'm going to tell you why.
Okay, you tell me.
Got that.
They never work. The Kodaks
John's going to
always
do
work.
a quick review of the Kodak camera filters for the Kodak M35 point-and-shoot plastic camera. Mark Dalzell is going to be talking about the Canon A1.
Yeah.
and Mark Dalzell is going to be talking about a film new to him that's been in the store forever. It's called Tasma NK2. The film really gets no love. So
I was very surprised of the results I got.
So
they were so bad.
So we're going to do that.
No, I'm just joking.
But before we do that, really quick, I want to thank
our sponsors.
Oh, yeah.
Our sponsors, Kodak 126, especially.
Yeah, I want to thank our sponsor, Kodak 126 Instamatic cameras. We'll be right back.
How old is old enough for the Kodak Instamatic X15F camera? If you think we're trying to tell you something, you're right. And at less than $15, the X15F camera is the most inexpensive Kodak camera you can give.
Hey, we're back. So the winner of our Third Man studio camera was Brian Seapack, Grand Prairie, Texas. Brian, I hope you're enjoying that.
Where is he from?
Grand Prairie, Texas. Keep it simple. We've asked people have to mail in their so it's slow, folks. And you have to be quick because we're recording a show every 2-3 weeks. So by the time our next recording, whoever is entered is in the running. So
it's slow, folks. And you have to be quick.
It's slow, folks. And you have to be quick.
You're going to have to, like, in the top of the show notes.
Yes.
For the podcast, you're going to have to put, like, giveaway in the top so people listen to that episode right away.
No,
some people may put it off and then listen to it and go,
listen,
I want to be in that giveaway.
To win these cameras, it's work because people, they have to listen to the whole show because we don't. It's not just a single Instagram posting.
It's like a rock band that plays their greatest hits at the end of the show, so you don't leave.
It's like the radio station that like keeps giving you clues throughout the morning zoo.
Oh yeah,
and then
that? Clues in order to win.
So if you want to win the camera, send it to P.O. Box 260 something. We'll tell you later.
We'll tell you in the next
whole
hour.
P.O. box.
You know, WABC back in the 70s used to have you call a number to request a song, and then they would like record that and then play it.
Oh, right, right.
And as a kid, I was always dialing that number. I was always busy. Once the DJ picked up, and I was like, I don't know, in 7th grade.
You're stunned.
Yeah, exactly. Once he picked up, I was like, just like, I didn't know what to say to the guy. I was like,
Steve Hackett?
No, I was like...
can you play Ballad, please?
I was like,
Kiss Christine 16.
You just panicked.
Like,
yeah.
Kiss, you got the wrong number, kid.
Exactly.
Olivia Newton-John for the young man.
So we have 2 runners-up, but we don't have any runner-up prizes because, you see, there is no run-up prize for a Third Man camera. There's nothing equivalent to it.
It's all or nothing, man.
There's no first man, second man. It's only third man.
That's right.
So we have 2 runners-uppers. What's the first guy?
This isn't even open yet.
Oh.
You're opening it live on air.
Okay.
These are late entries. Is that why?
Yes. Okay, here we go. Oh, it's handwritten. That's nice.
Oh my goodness!
On a piece of torn out.
Oh my God!
There's like a check here for $10,000 American dollars.
It's a freaking tome.
Look how long that is.
That's ridiculous.
Okay, everyone, crank your podcast up to 1.25 speed. Okay. Oh my God! The letter starts with oath. I will not resell this Polaroid, and then apparently a bloody fingerprint.
Oh my God!
Oh, that's pretty cool. Okay.
Let me see if I can... FPP crew. This is Chris, Bill Posterchild, Davenport. I have just about finished all your podcasts.
Whoa.
I've written Michael and asked for giveaways and always get the same answer. It turned into the Cameras for School program.
That's true.
That's true. But here's my big chance. I love old school photography.
You blew it, Chris.
Yeah, you're too slow. You wrote too much. I love old school photography, so why not old school mail? I believe this letter has all the requirements: blood oath, 300 plus words, handwritten, short history of self, small gift enclosed, and full of enthusiasms for film photographies. He listed that particular paragraph was 60 words.
Okay.
I was born in photography. My father worked for Inkley's, a Western camera store, and a lot of my childhood pictures are of me with a camera. It became a passion handed down like my father's passion. Polaroid was a part of my life in the 70s. I have many in my photo books. I remember my mom lecturing us on the price of film and, be careful, I took several that came out really bad and threw them away so as not to upset my mom. I love Polaroid, and I have a 420, a 95A, and a one-step. Well, one of those is still usable. Giving serious thought to buying the DIY kits for the 420.
The DIY kits for the 420.
DIY pack? What is that? Old school photography and darkroom work has been a skill I have held on to for decades.
Okay.
Weddings, senior portraits, high school sports, newspapers, family reunions, family gatherings, and many other areas. I have about 40 old school cameras. It completes me. My father's darkroom recently was gifted to me, and my guest bathroom is now a darkroom. I hope I win, and I hope John or Mark D gets to read this. Yes! Yeah! Chris, Bill, Davenport. P.S. Not real blood at the top.
Oh, good. I was really a little worried that maybe since he listened to all the podcasts, he heard that episode where we're playing the recording of the Kiss comic where...
Printing a new comic book promoted as being printed with real Kiss blood.
They real blood? They made it with real blood?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah, so great.
Made with real Kiss blood.
That's right.
And then it came... He included a sticker for a company called Idaho Mountain Drone. I guess that's him. He's like a drone.
He's a drone guy.
A drone guy.
Well, he sure droned on in that letter.
Burn!
Okay, we have one more. All right, so next up, we have another person who entered our Polaroid giveaway who also lost.
That's right, yeah.
You're so casual about it. I feel bad for these people.
No, that's why I don't like
We've
contests.
got another loser.
Because when you have a contest, there's only one winner, and you have all these losers.
But these people put a lot into it.
They do, but they are
have nothing for them.
But they are getting this.
We are giving them something.
What?
We're talking.
We give them love. Well, yeah. I mean, at least, normally enter a contest. If you don't win, they just throw your entry in the garbage. At least
we get so few entries that everyone gets, at least acknowledgement.
Of course.
He literally, figuratively put his blood into that letter.
I genuinely feel bad.
Printed in, if you believe everything you're told, in real Kiss blood.
Who's this letter from? It's from White House, Texas.
People from Texas checking in today, huh?
Yeah.
All right, so this guy.
This was
a lot of people live in that country of Texas.
Well, do you remember anything?
I remembered the Alamo.
FPP crew, I heard the podcast about giving away a third man Polaroid camera. It reminded me of when I gave a few Polaroid cameras away. I love Polaroid and I love third man. If chosen, I will give the camera a good home. Thank you for all the years of awesome. Matthew Thomas.
Wow.
Where's he from?
Here's his phone number. He's from Texas. He actually included these
books,
zines, I guess they call them these days.
Oh,
of his.
All right, well, good. At least we get to give him a plug.
Yeah, so these are self-published photo zines that he did.
Matthew, are these available?
Here, check these out. There's one in here that caught my eye, and it's called 50 Free Cameras. And he has a little foreword here that basically talks about. It starts out by saying, "I began painting cameras one day because a friend of mine said she wished they had made pink Polaroid cameras. So I took her rainbow SX70, taped off the front, and grabbed my can of pink spray paint.
Oh, look at that.
Within seconds, she now had the pink camera she had wished for. After the success of the pink camera, I began searching out more cameras and more colors. I used whatever spray paint I could get my hands on and did not plan in advance." It says here, eventually he had painted about 30 of these cameras, had them all over the house, and he started getting people asking him if he would sell them the camera, custom paint them. So what he started doing was, when somebody messaged him and said, "Oh, I really love that camera you painted," he just would send them one.
That's nice.
So he ended up...
And here's some pictures of his work as well.
Well, that's what this whole book is. Look at this. This whole book is just all these custom...
Oh, those are awesome.
Custom painted Polaroids he did. Some of them are crazy.
He doesn't need that third. I don't feel bad for him. He's got way more cooler...
You would have just painted it pink anyway.
Those are
but these
really
are... Look
awesome.
at that one.
Those are... That's a spectrum.
Oh, look at that one.
Frog green.
Oh, yeah.
It looks wet.
Yeah, these are cool. These are all graffiti painted Polaroid.
Matthew, very impressive.
Cameras.
Very, very impressive.
Oh, and I just noticed in the margins it lists who they went to. So this one went to Daniel in Brooklyn. This one went to Plastic Jesus in Los Angeles. That's a good name. Oh, Emel in St. Petersburg. I don't know which St. Petersburg.
Well,
it is.
Matthew's extremely...
This is cool.
So explain this to me one more time. Someone would send...
I just explained it.
Someone would send their camera, and then he would paint it and send it back to them?
No, so a friend of his had said, "Oh, I wish they had made pink Polaroid cameras." So he took her SX70, masked it off, and spray painted it pink, which is the one on the cover.
Gotcha.
And then he just started painting them for fun, and people started asking him for painted cameras, and he just sort of started sending them out for free to people and documented all of the crazy cameras that he had painted and sent out. And then in this book, it lists Adam in Atlanta.
It shows all of his pictures.
And then these are two... Don't put it back in the bag. I want to look at it.
I can't even...
Matthew Thomas.
And then he included a couple of photo zines of just other
Matthew,
photography he's
are
done.
these still available?
And
Can people buy these?
would Matthew Thomas be offended if we offer these beautiful books as a giveaway?
Oh,
I want
don't
the
know.
books.
We'll have to wait to hear from him.
Oh, you want the books?
I would. I mean, these are fascinating. I mean,
All right, so Mark
these are
Dalzell is the
beautiful.
winner of these books.
Yes.
Woohoo!
Oh,
Right.
Clear winner.
I will retroactively write a 300-word blood oath.
4 vials of real blood.
You know, before we get like knee deep into topics, let's do our giveaway for the current giveaway, which is the Harman point-and-shoot camera and 1 roll of the rare Phoenix 200 color film.
How many entries did we get?
2.
2.
So
That doesn't sound very impressive.
Yeah.
oh, okay.
200, but we picked the top 2.
That's right. I'll let John read the runner-up.
Okay, thanks, Mike.
Now, I think for this runner-up...
How come Mark's your favorite child, Dad?
I'm just a good reader.
Good reader.
No, don't read it. Oh, you want to read the runner-up first?
I know how to read.
That's the way it goes, right? You win the runner-up first.
Yeah, of course.
Now, I think
Lead
we
up
have
to the
enough point-and-shoot cameras. I think we could come up with something to send the runner-up. Don't you think?
On this one?
Yeah, like just
Oh, my God,
point-and-shoot
yes.
plastic.
Yeah. How about, like, there's one of those, like, panorama?
He's not looking for ideas.
For this month's runner-up, we're going to send you something.
Okay.
Okay.
It'll be something special and unexpected.
Right. A cat. The little rascals that give
Be like
the guy a
brush.
Christmas
Oh, a brush.
gift, and he opens the box like, oh, cat. That's the easy gift.
What was it? Christmas Vacation when the crazy grandma wraps the garbage, it's just dripping.
Oh.
She wrapped the garbage.
All right. Well, this is from Sean Eliason, December 18th. Gentlemen, I humbly request that you take me into consideration for this month's camera giveaway for the Harman reusable camera and Phoenix film. I'm an amateur photographer that usually shoots digital, but I've been getting more and more into film over the last couple of years. My eldest daughter, Eliza, no, I made that up. My eldest daughter is going to be an art therapy social work major in college next year, and we have begun to shoot together due to our shared interest. We just completed Holga Week together and plan to continue shooting film together. I am also a 9-year Army veteran, and I am currently in my 21st year of teaching high school in Levittown, PA, in the Philadelphia suburbs. Well, thank you for your service, Sean. And that I mean sincerely. But you didn't win.
In your service in the armed forces and also in the
But it sounds
public
like
schools.
you're doing awesome stuff with your daughter.
Yeah.
With photography, which is fantastic.
And John's we're gonna go through. John,
we'll
I'm gonna
give you some.
get something out to you and your daughter so you guys go out and have fun photo walk.
Something that's not too broken.
Yes. And here's our winner. The Harman Point and Shoot and Phoenix film goes to...
I wasn't ready.
Wham!
Chris Homko of Fort Wayne, Indiana. He wrote a letter. It says, "Dear Michael and gang, I'm writing to express my disgust at your portrayal of British cameras. No, just kidding. I'll keep it short and sweet. I loved the podcast. I got an Olympus Trip 35 4 years ago, which rekindled my love of shooting film. I now find joy in buying the crappiest, junkiest, plasticiest cameras and old box cameras and making them work. I even bought and shot double 8mm film in a Bell & Howell 1.9 after being inspired by The Pod. Thanks for making getting it developed so easy, by the way. So, plastic cameras and junk are my sweet spot. Bring me that beautiful, soft, focused goodness. I would love to make some magic with the Harman reusable. As for a question, have any of you messed with the Pinsta instant develop pinhole camera from the UK? How ironic, right? I restore and operate vintage steam locomotives for a living.
Wow.
What?
And I always thought this camera would be a neat, easier alternative to plate photography. Thanks again, everyone. Love the podcast. Happy holidays, Chris Homko.
You know,
Congratulations.
You won.
You won your next crappy plastic camera to explore.
Absolutely. Yeah. And since we're talking about crappy cameras, let me do my Kodak Instamatic.
Oh, you don't want to do the Canon A1 review?
No, that's not a crappy plastic camera. So 2, 3, 4, 5 years ago,
2, 3, 4, 5,
6.
Mark Dalzell and I became very enthusiastic about the Facmatic 126 to 35mm camera adapter. So 126 film is cartridge film introduced by Eastman Kodak in 1963, and
the year of my birth.
It's 35mm film size. stabilized, but it's square images, and the perfs are different than 35 millimeters. So, and it's in a cartridge. So you literally just pop it in, and your cartridge could be 12 exposures, 20 exposures, 24 exposures, and it was the greatest thing. And Kodak made a series of cameras, the very first being the number 100. That was a glass lens. You know that one, right?
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Instamatic 100.
The really heavy ones?
Yeah, they're really
I like
heavy.
the one with the pull string.
Yeah, but their most famous and well-known is the Kodak Instamatic X15.
X.
And this was produced up until the late 1980s. I think 1988.
Was it really?
Yes, that late.
Far. Wow.
Kodak discontinued 126 in maybe 1995.
It's so weird because like I started shooting probably around like 82, 81. I never even considered 126 as a format.
You went right into 35 millimeter?
Right into 30. And like wasn't even aware of it.
I actually have a photograph of myself as a small child on Christmas morning. It must have been 1984, 85, of me holding up an X15 that I had just gotten for Christmas.
Oh, do you post that on Flickr?
Yeah, I have it somewhere. I'll find it. But I don't remember even owning that camera. But I have a picture of me holding one up in my pajama pants on Christmas morning.
Folks, Flickr, by the way, FLICKR.com is a new website that is designed to host all of your pictures, and you could put them in categories, you could put them in albums. It's a great place for storage. This is not an ad.
Community.
It's a film community. Check it out. It's really
online.
Our favorite, all of us at FPP, our favorite online site for photography that gets no love.
None.
Zero. So the Kodak Instamatic X15, it's the easiest camera to find, and it's the best camera to use the 126 Facmatic adapter. And then many years ago, Mark and I went through like a whole, this whole table was filled with 126 cameras, and we tested the Facmatic in every camera. It doesn't work well in every camera.
That's right, I remember.
It doesn't work well in many, if it's not a basic plastic Instamatic.
Claudio at Camera Hack.
Camera Hack?
Yes, Camera Hack. Camera Hack, yes. In
Italy.
Camera Hack.
Camera Hack.
In Italy.
Camera Hack.
Camera Hack?
FPP is the distributor of this in the USA.
Yes.
And we've been carrying this for years, and it's always out of stock.
Do you have to re-roll the film into that?
I'm glad you asked. That's a great question.
Okay,
Can you really say you carry it if it's always out of stock?
I'm always shocked of how many people buy this Facmatic 135 to 126 adapter. That's true. It's
the Facmatic?
35 millimeter to 126. It's so popular, and for many years I just forgot about it. Like I just forgot about it. In the course of these last few years, there have been improvements that Claudio has made that I've just been like oblivious to. Like I just haven't noticed. Like for example, when you open, it's three pieces. You open it up. There's a little spool. There is the part where you load your film. You have to load your film in a dark bag or a dark room. And you literally take a 24 exposure roll of 35 millimeter film. Don't use a 36 exposure roll because it's too much film. It'll get jammed up. Folks, there'll be a brand new video, 2024 video for the Facmatic up on our YouTube channel. Take the film out of the 35 millimeter film out of the cassette, roll it tightly, put it into one side of the Facmatic, and then attach the other side to this spool.
I have a question. Do you fully take the 35 millimeter film fully off the reel and start it at the end and then roll, or can you just start it at the beginning?
Well, you should check out the video. It doesn't matter either way.
Film.
Yeah. When you take it out of your canister, your 35 millimeter film, you start rolling it into a tightest little roll that you can, and you slide it into one side, and then the other side of the film you attach to this spool with a piece of tape.
Oh, yeah.
And then when you put it back together, you put it in your camera, and then as you advance your camera, it's pulling the film from the one side onto the spool exposed.
Got it.
Exactly the way that 126 is supposed to work. It's just you loading it instead of Kodak.
Yes. It's not perfect, but it works really well if you can, get yourself acclimated to it. It used to be that once you loaded your film and you put your Facmatic into your camera, as you're advancing and shooting, you would kind of never know when the end is because you would just run out of film and you could just be kind of just shooting nothing.
Shooting air.
Yeah, until I noticed that the newer Facmatics has this little piece of plastic which I first discounted. I'm just like, I poo-pooed it. I'm like,
like, what is this?
Exactly. I was just like, what is this stupid
extra piece of blue molding?
It looks like a nothing, right, Mark? It looks like nothing.
It's all a big nothing.
It's like that little plastic spoon you used to get with the crackers and cheese.
It's not. So you put this on the very end of your...
Right. It does.
Yeah, folks out there, you ever like take like the plasticky cheese and crackers in a little plastic container, and there was like a little spoon in there,
a little red plastic stick.
Did you use it?
Yeah.
So this little piece, look, it attaches to the end.
Okay.
Like that, and then you
look at that. Look at that, everyone.
You know, it's amazing. And then you take with a piece of tape.
Look at that.
Yeah. And then when you put it into the FAC, like so, and to the spool.
Cool kids call it the FAC.
Yeah. When you're advancing to the end, it's a stopper.
Oh.
This gets caught right here. See that? Bink.
So
Whoa.
now you can't advance your film.
Now you know you're at the end. It's the simplest thing, but the most amazing, the most modern, exciting advancement in FAC technology in 2024. And it is literally
technology.
And it is
It's
literally
true, though. You're right.
one piece of plastic.
No piece of plastic.
Facmatic.
Changes everything.
More like factastic.
Also, I poo-pooed this washer, which I've never had a need for. So you put this in, but if you load your camera into, let's say, a fancier...
Are you holding it up so people can see it, Mike?
Yeah. Hold it closer to the microphone. This is the most riveting podcast. Everyone should be on 1.25 speed by now.
Somehow, folks, we've survived these past 15 years.
I remember the early days, people like, this is the most ridiculous thing. You guys have a podcast where you talk about cameras, but I can't see anything. What are you talking about?
A cheese spoon? What are they talking about?
So this little washer can, if your camera, if the fit in your 126 camera isn't snug enough, this little washer will
tighten it up
so that this will engage into the gear.
I gotcha.
Good.
Yeah. So those are the advances right now, 2024.
That's incredible.
Do the advances include fitting into more cameras?
Not really.
No. Have you tried that in one of the Minoltas?
Like a Minolta 126?
Yeah. I got one in the back. You want me to fetch it?
Why
are you prejudiced against the Minolta 126s?
Because this works so beautifully in the X15.
I don't want to know nothing else.
No, there's so many of these. Like literally, you can go on eBay right now and buy this from $5 to $25.
$25? Why?
Yeah, or you could buy a tested one right on the FPP site.
Why? That's the one with the glass lens.
No, this has plastic lens.
Oh,
jeez, John.
And if you want my advice, don't expect happiness. You won't get it.
The one with the glass lens, the Kodak. If you buy the Facmatic, already have a 126 camera, keep it in your mind that you may have to go out and buy an X15.
Well, but even on the X15, I haven't used one of these in years, but with the Facmatic, you have to shoot your frame and then shoot two into your knee or into your palm to advance the film all the way past to the next frame, too.
So your Facmatic has no counter on the back.
It's not a seamless transition.
So you shoot, then you advance, and then with your hand over your palm of your hand over the lens so you don't expose anything, shoot again, advance, shoot again, and then get to the third time, and now you're at the proper
right.
Its own.
Because the 126 only advances the film a third of a frame.
That's right. And
so you'll get crazy overlapping if you don't, which could be cool.
You will get crazy overlapping, which if that's your thing is really cool. I did one. It's up on Flickr. It's like you, Leslie, Matt, like you all in one.
All blended.
Yeah, all blended. It's like.
Well, I have an X15 that I did where I actually made an internal mask that masked out the outside thirds. So it just took these long, like sideways panoramics, these long, tall, skinny ones. So there's different ways of getting around it.
Look at how much nicer that camera is.
I'll tell you, the trouble is,
600.
Because we dealt with this a lot when these came out 10 years ago. The problem is the original 126 Kodak cartridges were like injection molded to such precise tolerances that they would fit inside the sloppy, junky Kodaks. But companies like Minolta and other companies that were doing 126s, they were machined so precisely to fit. That the Facmatics, because they're 3D printed, there's
no give.
Yeah, they just don't quite work. Yeah.
We may have a winner here.
That might work.
Does this camera work?
It should.
Does this camera take a battery?
I don't know. I don't think so.
This is a Minolta AutoPack 600X.
It's a solid camera for a 126.
Oh, I see some kind of sensor here. This may take a battery.
In it?
On the inside?
For what?
I don't know. Yeah, exactly.
What's under your right hand?
The shutter's opening, isn't it?
It has an auto focus. Do you see the way it's looking at exposure on the front?
Oh my gosh, it's got focusing.
It's got zone focusing on it.
What do you mean zone focusing?
It's got zone focusing. I'm telling you.
What do you mean by zone focusing? Yeah, I don't know what that is.
It's got one bloke, two blokes.
It does?
Yes.
All right, I'm intrigued and excited.
Tree folks on a mountain.
Folks out there, I am so
It's not prejudice. It did not used to work.
It's amazing how thrilled I get. I'm so thrilled at 126. I've been shooting just 126 like a crazy person. I'm shooting everything. Rocks, sky, the ground.
That's everything.
Can you see anything in there?
There's a bunch of
I can see you.
Does it focus or change?
It just shows you what it's focusing. It shows you where I am. Like, that's one guy, now I'm on 2 guys.
Oh, okay.
Now I'm on 3 guys.
That's nice.
Now you're a mountain. That's the other thing, is if you're using a flash bar or a flash cube, when you take the 2 dummy shots to advance the film, make sure you pull your flash bar or your flash cube off.
Oh, it's not fire. I was looking right at it. Oh, that was awful.
Oh, okay. So, what's this open close? What's this? What's this?
What's this?
It's all a big nothing.
Mike found the secret trap door.
This is
battery in there. That's
all right. We're talking about the Minolta AutoPack 600X camera. You're better at this.
Yeah, the exposure's probably not working then.
So a lot
it's
of
already on open. It takes a big stupid old.
It looks weird.
Kodak battery.
Oh,
a big expensive old camera battery. I forget what those are called.
So
N-cell or something.
So it's junk.
No, it's not junk at all. This camera is probably available. This battery is probably available at batterymart.com.
Oh, I'm sure it is. Yeah, I used to have a bunch of those around.
That has
It says right here, use RM640.
Oh, there you go.
Or equivalent. So this battery in this camera allows the exposure to work. Anyway, so this is a great example.
And the Facmatic fits it.
Yes. Well, I'm going to test it, John.
Okay.
The AutoPack 600X, great, terrific, fantastic, but it takes a battery. It's complicated. Why? Well, just get a Kodak Instamatic X15.
Yeah, John, Minolta's the worst.
No. I mean, Mark.
Sorry, I went too far the other way.
Like, do you kind of agree in the sense that, look, the pictures are going to be the same.
You think?
Okay, you think this is better?
It's going to have focus.
I mean, that's got variable aperture, and like that theoretically could take some good pictures if it's good glass lenses in it.
Better depth of field in there.
Okay.
But if you're the kind of person who's using a Facmatic in a 126 camera, you're probably not shooting school portraits. You're looking for that sort of nice old junky, grainy look. So
yeah. I guarantee the battery for this is going to be, I don't know, maybe $10.
Yeah, $5.
$5, okay. Buyer beware. John and I bought a battery on Amazon.com for the which camera was that for? For the Pentax Spotmatic?
Spotmatic, the little tiny Mercury
came in
battery
dead.
Yeah.
Came in dead
because I bet they don't sell a lot of them.
No,
but let me. This is a good lesson. The RM640 battery you can get for $5.
Yes.
If you get on Amazon, they have them, but they're $52.
What? For real?
Because third-party sellers ask whatever they want. So don't just think, oh man, I'm going to pay $50. Just shop around.
Have a Battery Mart.
I hate that.
What, Battery Mart?
No, I hate that third-party sellers do that on Amazon.
Hey,
I've almost been hit by that before.
And what's this called? RM what?
RM640.
And these cameras sell from between $5 and $20, by the way. $20 with the case.
So $5 for the camera, $5 for the battery.
This one's $6, fully functional.
$5 at B&H, $9 at Unique. Yeah, they're everywhere.
All right, folks. So that's a scoop. 126, January 126 day. Going to send out a nice newsletter. Oh, but can you hold off on that?
I've been waiting. We've been talking for an hour.
It's a great time. You can get these at thefilmphotography.store.com. I have a bunch of tested. I've been hoarding, and now I've tested them, and I'm pumped because the new Facmatic has the new film stopper. We're all loaded up at the FPP. Really, it's Instamatic. It's snapshot photography. We'll be right back.
Julie? Now, Kodak introduces a new pocket camera that lets you take your pictures 2 ways.
What are you doing here?
I want to take your picture.
I can't come down. I'm studying.
Well, that's okay. I can take it from here. The new Kodak Tele-Instamatic camera has 2 lenses inside that let you switch from normal, flick of a finger, to telephoto.
Julie, for goodness sake.
Hold it, Mrs. Wilson. Kodak Tele-Instamatic camera, less than $36 at your photo dealers.
Hey, we're back. Next up, we have Dare brand sandwich cream cookies.
Where is Dare
from
brand?
our major sponsor, Dare.
Where's Dare brand from?
They're Canadian.
Oh, yeah?
These are Canada cookies.
Oh, those are good ones.
I got these when I was in Niagara Falls a couple months ago.
Did you?
Oh,
one was kind of funny looking.
One was real funny looking.
What do you mean funny looking?
In the last episode,
what episode?
You hear me like 20 times saying, I can help, but you cut out the explanation as to what that was from. I can help.
The people will figure it out.
People are going to be, why everybody keep saying I can help?
Everybody that received, first of all, in December, we did a Ollie box.
Blew the doors off the joint, yeah?
blew the doors off. They just like 2 hours, gone. We give Ollie box with 5 rolls of expired film.
Oh, the one with the calendar?
Yeah.
Oh, I was going to ask how that went.
With the darkroom.com calendar.
Yeah.
It blew out the door.
Oh.
And then it was very exciting. First of all, I love Instagram. I don't love it as much as I love Flickr.com.
Flickr's the best.
But
promotional consideration provided by Flickr.
But so here are some folks who actually went. I was just amazed and just delighted. Folks
They did an open box.
They did an open box on Instagram, and I'm going to give these guys a shout out.
An unboxing, you mean?
Yeah.
Oh, sorry.
And folks were so excited about the Ollie box.
What's Ollie? I've never heard that before. Ollie box. What does that mean?
Where you been, man?
Ollie was a dog.
He's been on the show.
What show?
You had a dog on the show?
Yeah.
Oh, I would have come
What do
to
you mean,
that.
he was
I would have
here?
listened to that episode.
Where you been? Apuzzo Stills on Instagram. APUZZOSTILLS on Instagram. And he listens to the show. Here he is.
They are the Ollie's Choice Holiday Mystery Box. There's Ollie. They sold out pretty quickly.
He's a master of suspense.
So here we go. Ilford SFX
Oh, nice.
200. That's a black and white film. The calendar, which they sell for about $12 or $13.
So, pretty cool, huh?
Well, I'd never heard the rest of the film.
What makes you think you're so special?
But anyway, Mark's been waiting to talk about Dare sandwich cream cookies.
I've been waiting more to eat them than talk about them, but
Okay.
I could say a few words.
If you dare.
No, these are the Dare maple.
The maple kind, yeah.
And if you're Canadian, you know exactly the ones I'm talking about.
The maple kind.
yeah.
They're the maple kind.
Right.
The
You know that, right?
The kind with maple in them, yeah?
The maple kind? Yeah, the maple kind, yeah.
It's got maple flavor.
The maple kind, yeah.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
I took that out, and I thought,
Yeah.
I know who would like that. Me. So I ate it.
Oh, no.
So they're the maple leaf cookies that are maple flavored, made with real Canadian maple syrup, made from maple syrup trees.
The maple kind.
The maple syrup.
And now I'm finally going to open them. And they taste mapley. Because everything... Oh, I can already smell the...
Right. So I'm going to read a letter while we're crunching.
You can smell the wafting of the maple syrup around the room.
Crumbs, Mark, crumbs.
Crumbs.
Oh, hey, we received holiday greetings from Third Man Records.
Oh!
Yeah.
How many cameras did they include?
No, it's just the e-card.
Oh, that's nice.
So I want to really thank all the folks at the Third Man Studio down in Nashville, Texas. That's where they are, right?
No.
No.
Oh, shoot.
They're in Austin, Tennessee. Nashville, Texas?
Oh, is that what I said?
Nashville is in Tennessee.
Oh, my God.
They're in Houston, Alabama.
God, I'm so sorry, guys. I want to thank, Third Man Studio there in Nashville, Tennessee.
Oh.
Mm-hmm.
That's where they are. And they're a great
Is
group
that
of
close
guys.
to Texas?
I don't think so. I think Tennessee's I think it's closer to Findlay, Ohio than it is Texas.
Yeah. Holidays, it's official last day of the holidays, so.
Fine.
Do you think it's fitting that we read some holiday cards that we got?
Yeah.
It's not like a few years ago when we used to read those in June.
Yeah, from 3 years earlier. Yeah, these beautiful cards have been hung up around the FPP fireplace. Christmas wishes are headed your way. This one's got money in it.
Whoa! No way!
Look, this one's from your grandma. It's got a stack of crisp
bills.
$2 bills.
Whoa!
Wow,
that's
cool.
special.
Dear Michael and everyone at the FPP, I would like to wish everyone at the FPP Merry Christmas and a happy and healthy New Year. Thank you for all you do for the film community. I really enjoy your podcasts and your reviews on cameras and film on your YouTube channel. I am hooked on 16mm movie making.
Hey!
And using Vision 3 films.
Whoa. I think in 2024, I think you should be more open-minded and excited about movie making.
Okay.
Okay. Good.
I am hooked on 16mm movie making and using Vision 3 films for still photography. I am fortunate to have a local lab near me that can develop ECN2 film. The lab does take mail orders also. If you would like the information, here it is. Rapid Photo Imaging Center in Clarks Summit, PA. Please find enclosed a donation to the Pizza Fund.
That is
Crisp $2 bills that the pizza guy will have no idea what to do with.
Did you order pizza?
Huh?
Pizza? Hey, did you order pizza?
Not me, man.
I really, 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 really appreciate this, Danny Mall. But this is what we're going to have to do. We're going to have to first go through the bank drive-through, exchange the $2 bills for, like, 5s and 10s.
A couple of Lucy's.
And then go to the pizzeria.
Yeah.
So, thank you so much.
I've had people come into the store. I get currencies of all denominations, but I've had people come into the store who were like, "Oh, we're just traveling. We're just visitors here in New York City. And do you have like we want to get a 25-cent piece and we want to get a 50? Like we're trying to collect them all." I was like, "Oh, here you go." And I'll hand them a $2 bill. They're like, "What?
Yo, man, we don't want any."
What? You have $2 bills? Anyway, that's a whole side story.
What do you, John? There you go.
I have
John's got one.
I just have a Christmas card from Bill and Lynn. Lovely.
Bill and Lynn consistently send us Christmas greetings, and we consistently read those in July. No joke.
Oh, all right, put that one away.
Yeah, we're close. Well, it's just a recap. They moved down to St. Thomas. What's USVI? United States Virgin Islands. They're in St. Thomas, and they include a lot of pictures on here. And what a paradise!
Really?
Yeah. Oh my God! Beautiful property, beautiful house, beautiful view.
We're so happy for you.
Yeah, really. They have a guest house, but there's no
photo walk Virgin Islands.
No, no invite.
Can we get Salty Paws to give us a lift down?
But it's all about what they're up to, and it's all good, and they're having the time of their lives out there. So
cool.
Season's greeting to you both, Lynn and Bill.
All right, we've got another one here. Dear Mike, John, Matt, Leslie, Mark, Owen, and anyone else I might have missed. I just listened to your Christmas 2023 episode while printing in my darkroom last night. As always, I thoroughly enjoyed it.
Christmas time in the city.
Guess it's that time of year again.
First off, I want to put my hat in the ring for the Harman point and shoot camera. Oops. For a couple of years or so, I've been using the Kodak H35 half-frame camera in place of my phone for family snapshots and memories. That's cool. I don't even know what the H35 is.
The half-frame.
It's a brand new point-and-shoot half-frame camera. Kodak
a new one?
branded. Yeah, brand new.
That's why I don't know it. Cool. I developed the rolls in your ECN2 kit, scan them, and have my local photo store print me 4x6s for my old school photo album.
You're doing a great job, Mark.
They come out looking awesome with an extra helping of nostalgia baked right in. I think I'd use the Harman for the same thing, except full frame. Someone in your last episode mentioned the idea of an FPP photo book. I think that would be awesome and would definitely want to buy one. Keep up the great work. Best, Andrew Brookhudson. I can't read his handwriting. Brookhudson. Then it says right below it, Brookhausen. Yeah, it is Brookhausen. Oh, Andrew Brookhausen. Oh, yeah, Brookhausen. He has so many letters in his name. Salt Lake City, Utah.
Okay.
Oh, Provo, Utah.
All right.
Mailed from Salt Lake.
We have more Christmas
One
letters?
more.
One more, okay.
John's got one.
Christmas time is here, but when it's gone.
Merry Christmas to Michael Rasso. Just Michael.
Oh.
I love your fun, young, old school videos and music, etc. Wishing you happiness at Christmas and throughout the year end. Your friends, Joshua John Fritz, SKMMIEBOY. I like sandwiches. Oh, I like sandwiches.
Oh, Sammy's. We eat Sammy's every week.
Oh, it's Sammy Boy. SAMMIE.
Oh, this is
Sammy
from
Boy.
Sammy Boy.
Sammy Boy 67 at iCloud.
Oh!
We just heard from him like 2 episodes ago.
Yeah.
Oh, well, thanks so much.
John brings me a Sammy every Wednesday. John comes in on Wednesday. He brings me a bacon, egg, no cheese on an everything bagel.
With ketchup, but you put your own ketchup.
I put my own ketchup.
Oh, he puts ketchup, onion, hot sauce.
Oh, my
you go
God.
to town, man.
Ketchup and onion?
So we have a belated Christmas present for you, Mark.
Oh,
yeah.
Thinking about you, what you mentioned the other day, when we have a Holga 135.
A white one.
Wow.
Yes.
A white one with racing stripes.
Well,
because the bottom falls off?
I'm guessing.
Probably.
Thank you. Cool.
Just remember to toss that cap.
Yeah, seriously. Hattie will be very excited. She wants to play with one.
Oh, great.
Cool, thank you.
Yeah, it's going to be a lot of fun to shoot.
So what do
I
we got?
got. Do you have
About 100th of a second.
You have a flash for that?
Any flash.
It's a hot shoe, man.
Hot shoe!
Takes anything.
So, folks, this is a Holga 135 camera. I think they're still being made. I think you could buy them over at our friends at Freestyle.
Yeah. They're pretty cheap. I think they're like $40 too, or $50.
Yeah,
They're
we used to
cheap.
talk about the Holga 135 BC, bent corners, but this is just the straight Holga 135. Works?
Works.
Yeah.
And you could double expose, I guess.
Yeah.
You could triple
I
expose.
can million expose it if I wanted.
Yeah, I've had mine for as long as I've had children.
Wow.
Huh? Pizza?
Hey, I want to thank everyone for joining us for
Yeah,
this New Year-tastic show.
What fun.
We read a lot of letters. We talked about 126, which 126 days coming up.
We had some cookies.
We had some cookies, and we'll be back in 2 weeks.
2 weeks.
I love that thing you guys recorded, the Twin Peaks. Well, you did it backwards.
That was so cool.
Yeah, it worked.
I like how you dropped it at the very end of that last episode.
Can you guys record more of those things?
Backwards?
Yeah.
All right. Happy New Year, as Dick Clark used to say.
Yes. People are like, who's Dick Clark?
I'll be glad when Christmas time is done. Memories of friends once here are gone. Loneliness at Christmas time ain't fun. Christmas time is here, but when it's gone, I'll be glad when Christmas time is
everything have to have a purpose?
Ooh, yeah.
I'm going to have to go ahead and sort of disagree with you there.
A Happy New Year to you all.